It was my wedding day. The happiest day of my life, or so I thought. Everything looked perfect, the flowers, the music, the guests dressed in shimmering outfits. My groom, Daniel, stood at the altar, looking at me like I was the only person in the world. My heart was pounding, but not from nerves, from pure happiness. As I walked down the aisle, my mother, Clara, smiled at me with teary eyes. She had been my rock since my father left us when I was just a baby. She raised me single-handedly, worked 2 jobs, sacrificed everything for me. I never imagined there could be any secret between us. But secrets have a way of finding you, even on the day you least expect them. The ceremony began. I could hear the whispers of guests behind me, but I ignored them, assuming it was just people admiring the dress. Then, just as the priest began his speech, I noticed something strange. My mother's face had turned pale. Her lips trembled. She wasn't looking at me or Daniel. She was looking at someone in the crowd. I followed her gaze, to an older man standing at the back, wearing a dark suit. I didn't recognize him, but the moment my eyes met his, a chill went down my spine. He was staring at me like he knew me. The vows began. Daniel's voice was steady and warm. But before I could say mine, the man at the back cleared his throat loudly and walked forward. "I'm sorry," he said in a voice that silenced the entire room. "I can't let this happen." Gasps filled the church. The priest looked confused. My heart started racing. Who are you?" I asked, my voice shaking. The man glanced at my mother, then at me. "I'm your father." My legs almost gave way. The guests were whispering, taking out phones, probably already spreading the story online. My perfect day was ruined. My relationship was ruined. And my trust in my mother, shattered. Daniel approached, his eyes red. "I don't know what to say, but I can't marry you now. This changes everything." I turned away, my heart breaking. The man, my father, stood there, silent, like a storm had just passed but left everything destroyed in its path. It took months for me to even speak to my mother again. The betrayal cut too deep. I moved to another city, away from the whispers, away from Daniel. But sometimes, late at night, I still wonder, if that man hadn't walked into the church that day, would I have lived my whole life in a lie? And maybe it was better to have the truth, even if it destroyed me.